do matches everything I heard. Don't chase the win, I left that to the birds. I can't go back from the things that I heard. I can't go back from the things that I heard, no. That's why I'm good where I'm at, though. That's where I'm at, though. Good where I'm at, though. That's where I'm at, though. Good where I'm at, though. That's where I'm at, though. Good where I'm at, though. That's where I'm at, though. Good, 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 good where I'm at, though. Good.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the All Sports Focus podcast on the All Sports Focus Network. I'm here today with my two co-hosts, Ryan and Troy. Say what's up, fellas.
What up, fellas?
So we are currently about 3 days here before the first day of the NFL draft. So we are going to be doing a group mock draft today where we're going to be divvying up the picks. Ryan is going to go first, I'm going to go second, and then Troy is going to go third. And we're just going to stay in that exact order all the way through 32, completing the first round. We're going to do it as our ASF mock draft as a full group here. Obviously, the big storyline heading into the draft that happened over this weekend is the team on my head, the New York Giants, traded Dexter Lawrence for the number 10 pick to the Cincinnati Bengals. Personally, I think it was a great trade. Obviously, Dexter Lawrence is a fantastic player, an unbelievable defensive tackle, but I feel like it's one of those positions where you can get maybe not as much of the same production, but near the same production for a lot cheaper. And the fact we're able to get a top 10 pick, I see that as a win. Get rid of the contract. What are your guys' thoughts? Ryan, what are your thoughts on the trade?
Yeah, I think it works for both sides. I think the Bengals needed kind of a win now move. Do I necessarily understand why you let Trey Hendrickson walk and then you pay Dexter Lawrence a whole bunch of money and also lose your number 10 pick? No, I don't completely understand that, but I do think it's a good move on their side as far as they need to show Joe Burrow that they're trying to make a move to win. And then as far as the Giants, I think it's a brilliant move because it's somebody that requested a trade. So it's not, you weren't just randomly trading him out of left field. He had requested a trade. He wanted to be out of there.
And we tried to re-sign him for the same amount, and he said, nah.
Yes. So now you end up with 2 top 10 picks with really not having to lose much. Like you said, you can re-sign somebody or get somebody in the draft for significantly cheaper, significantly less cap hit, and you get them on a rookie deal for the next couple of years. And so overall, I think it's kind of a win-win in all honesty.
It's already been announced that the Giants will sign DJ Reader, by the way, from the Lions after the draft to save them from the comp pick whole scenario, but just to keep that out there. Troy, what are your thoughts on the trade?
Yeah, obviously from a Bengals perspective, you could be like, that's just so stupid. But like Ryan said, they tried to do a win now move, even though like they're the Bengals and they kind of blow right now. But considering their division is a little weaker, I'm not completely mad. It's not like a completely crazy move. Obviously, trading away the 10th pick is like, I mean, oh my gosh, and having to pay Dex. Not like Dex is super old. He's only 28, I believe. So, I mean, that's not crazy, but developing talent is always like, he could be great. He could be bad. You never know what's going to happen. Injuries, preseason, all that. So I think overall, obviously, great move by the Giants, not having to pay him, getting another top 10 pick. Great move. Bengals, yeah, we'll see how it works out. Obviously, they just got rid of Trey Hendrickson as well, like Ryan said, but so that's a little weird to me. But yeah, I think that might push them to second in the division, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you never really know with the NFC. I'm in the AFC North. That division blows.
No, it should be very interesting. I completely agree with everything you guys said. I think the big thing with Dexter Lawrence, though, is you saw his biggest success of a season the first year when Brian Burns came in there. So kind of took a good amount of the attention off Dexter Lawrence, put some of it on Brian Burns as well. And there's not really another guy like that in Cincinnati to kind of take that attention off. So he will be facing a lot of double teams like he did earlier in his career in New York. Should be interesting. I wish him the best. He's a great player. Obviously, things just didn't work out with the organization, but I think, like you guys both said, it was a win-win, and we got a top 10 pick from it, and we saved $30 million on the cap, so not too bad. So let's hop in here to the mock draft just to go over the rules yet again. Ryan will go first. I will go second. Troy will go third. We'll go in that exact same order. And on the clock, Ryan, with the easiest pick in the draft, the number 1. Who do you got the Raiders taking here, Ryan?
I was really back and forth a lot here between Fernando and Mendoza. So I'm just going to go with my gut here and say Fernando Mendoza.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, hey, round of applause for that
if
one.
Dan Orlovsky was on,
that's a great pick right
Thank
there.
you.
if Dan Orlovsky was on this, Ty Simpson would be going number 1 overall. So good thing that is not the case. Wishing Mendoza the
they're
best.
both represented by the same agent.
I
If
know
it
it is
happened
funny,
here,
but
definitely
I wish
would've.
Mendoza the best. Obviously, I don't think he will be starting right away. I fully expect Kirk Cousins to play for the foreseeable future, so it'll be good for him to kind of learn under him. But with the number 2 pick, the New York Jets, you could basically go anywhere, but I think everybody's kind of assumed by now they're going to take one of the 2 edges, and I'm going to go Arvell Reese out of Ohio State to the New York Jets. Troy, it's on to you with the Cardinals.
Another team that could honestly take any position they need at all. For this, I was gonna say Arvell. Obviously, I can't now, so I'll go Francis Maugua. However you say it, Mauigawa.
Yeah. Maui Noah.
Yeah, there we go.
Some last name.
They need
Francis M.
Francis something.
Offensive tackle. Yeah, Francis something. All right, Ryan, the number 4 pick, the New York Titans, as I like to call them. Who's your pick there?
This one I was actually back and forth. I've heard some rumblings of Jeremiah Love potentially going here, but I think they go the more sure pick and go David Bailey, taking the other edge from Texas Tech, and round that out, start building up the defense a little bit.
Yeah. All right. See if the draft plays out like this. Putting my my Giants fan kind of viewpoint on this. If David Bailey or Arvell Reese falls past 4 and they are available at 5, I would not be surprised if the Giants trade down for number 5 if one of the edge rushers is there, because I think a team will trade up. But both of them are going here, and I think there's been some smoke screen today about the Giants not wanting Sonny Styles or not interested. I think that's all fake just to put people off their tails so nobody trades up. But I got him taking Sonny Styles, linebacker from Ohio State. On to the Browns, the best team ever. Troy Painter.
You just ruined my whole mock draft with that pick right there. Dag nabbit. Want to hear what I was gonna say? I was gonna say the Cowboys make a trade up to 6 with Cleveland, giving them their other 2 first-round picks, so Cleveland will end up with 3, and Dallas will just get the 1, and then they choose Sonny Styles. But since that's not in the cards anymore,
so who'd you have the Giants taken at 5? Who'd you have the Giants?
I had them taking
taken
Caleb
at 5?
Downs at 5. I had them taking Downs because I had Arvell and David off the board already.
Either or.
Yeah. You know what? I don't care, bro. Dallas is still trading up and they're taking Downs. They need some help on the defensive end. I don't care. They know they're not going to get much from where they were at on the 12. Yeah, they're trading up to the 6th pick with the Browns. In real life, the way I got it, they're going to end up with Sonny Styles, but for this sake, I'll say they're taking Caleb Downs. Or wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Whoa, is he switching the pick here?
I don't, dude. Oh, nah. You know what? Oh, no, if they're going to take Ruben. They're going to take Ruben at 6. They're taking Bain at 6. I'm locked in.
Dallas is trading up?
Dallas is trading up to 6, and they're taking Ruben
Dallas is trading up Ruben Bain. Even with the off-the-field issues over the last week, Troy still
That's why they got George
in
Pickens, man. They got George Pickens there. He can show them the right way.
That would probably be the last person. What? Yeah. All right, Ryan, number 7, the Washington Commanders.
I've got the Commanders going Carnell Tate from Ohio State.
Okay.
Right. Insane number of Ohio State players in the top 10 for them to lose as early as they did in the college football playoff.
Can't deny the talent.
All right, number 8, the New Orleans Saints. This is where, Ryan just screwed the pooch there for me. I actually had him going Carnell Tate simply because I would have had him going Jeremiah Love before this draft. But then they got Travis Etienne. So I've got him going the other wide receiver. I'm going back-to-back here. I'm going Jordan Tyson at number 8, the New Orleans Saints. Troy, I think I just stole your pick yet again, most
Yeah,
likely. Number 9,
you're just backing
the
me into a
Chiefs.
corner here, kid. What are we doing? I can't get a single pick going here.
The Chiefs.
Oh, hold on, bro. Oh, dude, why do you keep doing this to me? You know what? I
Do
was
you
about
need to
to.
phone a friend here?
I think I have an. Hold on. I think I have an idea
I
for who
think
I
there's a
want,
pretty
but
easy decision here.
1 second, dude.
He plays the
Let me use
defensive
my
side of the
brain.
ball. His position starts with a C. He went
Yeah,
to a
bro. Just
school that started
yeah.
with an L,
Write him
ended with a
in.
U.
Write him in, bro. Write him in. I was
Mansoor
gonna try to go
Delane, number
offensive,
9
but
to the Chiefs.
yeah. I was gonna try to go offensive, but yeah, they need some help on the defense
Will
these days,
Ryan.
I think.
Yeah. Will Ryan pair the 2 Ohio State defensive boys up with my G-men? Or will Ryan go offensive side of the ball here, man? He's got a decision on his hands. Ryan, who do you got at number 10?
I'm very contested on this one, but I do think that they go Jeremiah Love.
I agree.
I think if you just had one first round pick, I don't think you can take him. But with the Giants kind of being in the unique position to have 2 in the top 10, you can get away with using a top 10 pick on a running back. And I think Jeremiah Love is of the talent level to justify that. And you can finally kind of replace and help out Cam Scatterby in the backfield because he's not a 4-down back by any means. So you're able to pair those two with a very high octane offense across the board with the Giants.
I completely agree. Everybody's calling him the best player in the draft. I wouldn't personally feel great about taking another running back with a top 5 pick. But I mean, if he's there at number 10, I'm all for it. I mean, take him if he's there. Run to the table. With the number 11 pick here, the Miami Dolphins, just surely off the fact that he fell this far, I feel like it's kind of hard to pass up on him. So I got the Miami Dolphins taking Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State. So Troy, the other half of your trade here, we got the Cleveland Browns on the clock now at number 12.
Yeah. Hold on. Because I had my whole draft
So
is
here,
just messed up because of you guys now. No, I have my idea. Hold on. Did you say Katie Proctor's off the board yet?
he is not.
Yeah, he's going number 12 to Cleveland.
Cleveland is taking Caden Proctor. All right, just for a quick recap here, our top 12. We'll break this up into 12 picks. Number 1 overall, obviously, we have Mendoza to the Raiders. At number 2, Arvell Reese to the Jets. Number 3, Francis Maui Noah to the Cardinals. Number 4, David Bailey to the Titans. Number 5, Sonny Styles to the Giants. Number 6, Troy has the Cowboys trading up and giving up their other first-round pick to move up to number 6 to take Reuben Bain. Number 7, the Commanders taking Carnell Tate. Number 8, the Saints taking Jordan Tyson. Number 9, the Chiefs taking Mansoor Delane. The Giants at number 10 taking Jeremiah Love. Caleb Downs at 11 for the Dolphins. And then the Browns taking Caden Proctor. All right, Ryan. 13, the Los Angeles Rams. Thank you to the Falcons for giving the Rams the 13th pick. Who do you got them taking here?
Got him going Omar Cooper Jr. from the defending national champion Indiana Hoosiers.
Oh, Omar, you got him over Makai Lemon on your big board there, Ryan.
I do. I think the body of work overall, I mean, you can't really argue with a national champion. He won it. He won at the high level. He performed at the high level all throughout the college football playoffs, all throughout a very dominant season by Indiana. And I think very similar in the sense of how LSU with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, all those guys kind of all showed that they could compete at a high level. And you look at what they're doing in the league now, Justin Jefferson too. I think this is another case of a very high-powered offense with a lot of great receivers. And I mean, let's be honest too, the Rams don't always necessarily pick, the most high-profile name guy. They pick based on system, and I think he fits really well with Sean McVay's system there. And
okay. All right, at number 14, the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, I got no chance of saying this guy's name, but Olivier Ione, the guard from Penn State.
Yeah.
The Ravens lost both starting guards from last season, and he is by far the number one guard. Obviously, I think you could have gone Spencer Fanu on the tackle from Utah, but he's kind of strictly a tackle, and they've got both tackle positions pretty set. So that's why I got him going guard. Ione. I'm just going to call him his last name. Ione from Penn State at number 14. Troy, the Bucks at 15. Where do you got him going?
Yeah, this one's an interesting one. I'm kind of like all over on this one. In all honesty, I could see them taking like a Kenyon Sadiq here, just help, beef the offense up, considering their offensive struggles late into the season last year. I know obviously they got K. Dotton
I
over
love
there,
that
but
pick.
I mean, he hasn't been producing fantastically, and I think Baker Mayfield and him will do some great things for as long as Baker's still over there.
Love that pick. Fill in the Mike Evans void. All right, Ryan, number 16, the New York Jets from the Indianapolis Colts. Who do you got him taking?
Here's where I have them going. Mekhi Lemon. I think they need more playmakers, and he's fallen this far. They don't let him fall any further, and they snatch him up here.
I think it's very comfortable to say the Jets will be going defense with their first pick and then offense with their second pick. I think they've made that pretty clear all offseason. At number 17, the Lions definitely need to rebuild that offensive line, and they are more than happy that Spencer Fanu, the tackle from Utah, has fallen this far. So I got him taking Spencer Fanu from Utah at number 17. Troy, the Minnesota Vikings at
Another terrible program. I think they're going to take Dylan Thieneman. Dylan, I
Shout
got
out
them
Charlie
taking
Halstead.
Charlie
He'll
Halstead.
love this pick. He
Yeah.
will love you for this pick. Hey, they're getting their replacement. They're getting their
They
replacement
need it.
for Harrison Smith, right? One white safety retires. They just draft another one.
Why not?
He's
Why
a damn
not?
good player. Why not? All right, Ryan, you get Troy's Panthers at number 19. Who do you got him taking?
Don't mess this up, dude. Don't mess this up.
I've got him going Chris Johnson here, the DB from San Diego State.
My days, Ryan.
What? You guys need defense.
We
You guys
don't
play
need
in a
more
division that just
DBs,
keeps
though.
loading up on offense.
We don't need more DBs. We need like a linebacker, man. We need like a big dog in the middle, man.
Who do you guys even have DB wise?
Mike Jackson. Hold on. Wait, why can't I remember his name right now? I'm not in football mode. J.C. Horn.
Yeah, I was about
by
to
the
say.
way, both of them are dogs, by the way. I know Mike Jackson's a little older now, and everyone
J.C.
kind of
Horn,
wrote him off
definitely.
until now. But hey, Mike Jackson, late season performer without a doubt, though.
Fine, Troy, do you want me to go to my backup pick?
Yes, go to your backup pick, man.
My backup pick's Keldrick Falk, the edge from Auburn.
I'm fine with that. We need that too.
Okay, fine. Then I'll make the swap. We'll go
Thank
Falk
you.
instead. Keldrick Falk
From Auburn?
from Auburn.
Wow.
See, now you're thinking with
Yeah,
your head.
so I'm
Ryan.
all over the board here. I got completely screwed over here at 20. First off, because Troy
You're
traded
welcome.
this pick to the Browns and then decided to take an offensive tackle at number 12. Really screws my whole plan up here, and every single wide receiver is off the board. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to
Besides the one Georgia receiver that got arrested for standing on the sidewalk.
I
Nothing
think
wrong with that.
I'm just going to
hold on. I heard there was different charges involved there.
Gosh, and then the Browns have another pick at 24. What are we
Yes,
doing,
they do.
Troy? 20.
Bro, the Browns will get as many picks
the
as they want. They
Cleveland
won't know what
Browns.
to do with them, dude.
You know what? Screw it. They're going to double up on offensive linemen. Give me Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle, Georgia.
My days.
Hear me out.
They
Hear
need
me
it.
out. No, this is
That's
actual
not-
reasoning.
It's not crazy.
I've seen multiple mock drafts with the Browns taking two offensive linemen because number one, Todd Monken loves to run the ball. Number two, their entire offensive line left this offseason. They have basically zero offensive line, or at least decent offensive line. So they got their two future pieces at number 20. Troy, 21, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who do you got them taking?
I mean, I just keep getting the sorry ass franchises.
Shout out Gage Voda.
This is I really only have one pick left here that I was gonna go with because the other two are off the board. But KC Concepcion will be going to Pittsburgh.
See, Andy, there's another receiver on the board.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's a little bit of a reach for the Browns, I feel like.
Nothing's a reach
That's
for
a
the Browns,
Steelers
bro.
type of
Let's
pick.
be real.
Yeah, that's true. Ryan, 22, the Los Angeles Chargers.
I like Emmanuel McNeil Warren here, safety from Toledo.
Emmanuel Nick.
He's 6'4", 200-pound safety, plays very physical. I think he fits kind of the Jim Harbaugh physicality, toughness, hard-nosed football type of mentality, and will fit in well there in LA.
Great. I got my favorite team of all time and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's tough because it's really like, what do the Eagles need? A lot of their spots kind of got
Quarterback.
filled by free agent signings. And, I've taken basically all offensive tackles. Lane Johnson missed a ton of games last year. I got him going Max Notcher, offensive tackle / guard from Arizona State. He's a swing guy. He can play either position. So we're going with Aya Honcher from Arizona State to the Eagles. Troy, 20 in the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, this is a tough pick. I think they could go anywhere. I feel like they've been like, all right, I've already had 2 picks and I've taken 2 offensive tackles already. Man, I wonder what I should do.
Yo, Troy, do
is
you think I could
Jermont-
step in
yo-
here and make a crazy trade?
Depends on what it is, bro. Whatever you want. I mean, yeah, the Browns probably
Can
would
we
make
trade?
another
Can
one.
we
Yeah,
trade picks? Can you?
Yeah, what you want, big dog?
So based on the fact that the Browns already traded, they got 2 first-round picks on top of the ones that they already had.
Trade their late first rounder.
What does that bring their total to? So they have 3 total. I think
3
they
this
trade.
round.
I think this is where a team jumps up. They pull like what the Giants did with Jackson Dart last year. I think the Arizona Cardinals will trade up here and take Ty Simpson at 24 overall, at 24th. I think this is a very real possibility because I think it'll be the Cardinals or the Jets that take them, and it's whoever is risky enough to wait to the second round or who's going to be willing to make a jump. And I think the Cardinals make a jump. Troy, what do you feel about that?
I'm not going to lie to you. I was going to have the Cardinals do that with Buffalo at 26. I'm not going to hold you. So, I mean, them doing it with Cleveland now that Cleveland would add 3 makes more sense. So I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, we'll go with that. Troy, you'll take my 26th pick. Okay. Ryan, you got 25 though with the Chicago Bears. Who do you got them going here?
I think they go T.J. Parker, the edge rusher from Clemson here.
All right. So to recap here, before Troy makes the pick with the Bills, starting off at number 13, Ryan had the Los Angeles Rams taking Omar Cooper Jr. At number 14, the Baltimore Ravens, I had him taking Olivier Ione, guard from Penn State. At number 15, Troy had the Bucks taking Kenyon Sadek, the Jets with Mekhi Lemon, the Lions with Spencer Fanu, the Vikings with Dylan Thielman, 19th, the Panthers with Kendrick Folk, then the Browns at number 20 with Monroe Freeling. Wow, we've made a lot of trades. Number 21, the Steelers with KC Concepcion. Number 22, the Chargers with Emmanuel Nico Warren. Then Max E. Honcher to the Eagles. Ty Simpson trade up with the Cardinals at number 24. And then TJ Parker at number 25. Wow. Good luck to Roger Goodell saying some of these names in the first round. Troy, 26 to the Bills. I'll give you the honor here since I stole your one from earlier. Or maybe I'm just backing you into a corner here again.
You did a little bit, but this is a bit of a 50-50 here for me. I think they'll either take like a Keldrick Falk or a Caden McDonald. I think they're gonna go with Keldrick here. I think Keldrick Falk.
Well, based on the fact that Keldrick Falk is already off the board at number based on the fact that Keldrick Folk got taken to your team.
All right. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. Hold on.
Shot clock.
Caden McDonald. Caden McDonald, bro. I already said it's either. That's who my backups were, bro. Okay.
Caden McDonald.
So just keep counting me off, bro. He's taking Caden. That's 100. Hey, that's on me. Wasn't heads up. My mom came down here, had me flustered.
Caden McDonald.
I was like,
he was rattled. All right. Number 27
Yeah.
here,
Stadium Pulse.
It
since
was
I'm
Max.
switching with Troy here, the San Francisco 49ers, I think with Nick Bosa still coming off an injury, and if this guy wasn't as old as he is, he would probably be a top 15 pick. Akeem Mesidor from the U. I got him going number 27 to the 49ers. Ryan, who do you have the Houston Texans taking at number 28?
I like Chase Bisontis here. Texas A&M stays in Texas. Not too far of a travel from College Station over. They try to shore up that offensive line a little bit to protect C.J. Stroud here.
It's a good pick. I think that's pretty comfortable to say they will be going some sort of offensive lineman. At number 29 here in the Kansas City Chiefs, they already went defense in Mansour Delane, but you see a lot of the wide receivers have been off the board already. I really don't think they'll reach on anybody else. So, but I do think they will take an offensive tackle here. And I think they go Blake Miller, offensive tackle from Clemson, to maybe hopefully fix that right tackle problem, right tackle and left tackle problem that the Chiefs have had for the last 4 years. So I'm going Blake Miller. Troy, number 30
True.
with the Miami Dolphins.
Sorry ass franchise, number 5, I think, of the day. Looking at it, this is another team, obviously, based off of this offseason, they're just trying to become a football team again in the NFL. So they're just kind of pick up any piece they can. I'm gonna go Colton Hood here. I think that would work fine, considering you could probably put anyone on this roster and they might make a big boom for him, to be honest. Except for running back, obviously. It's just like that Bugatti in
Good
that
pairing.
garage, like in the projects, dude.
Yeah.
You ever seen that meme? That's what Devon A. Shane is.
Yeah. I like that. That's a good secondary pairing with Caleb Downs at number 11 and then Colton Hood with 29 after the Dolphins basically traded their entire defense this offseason. So those are very good building blocks. Ryan, number 31, your favorite team ever, the New England Patriots. Who do you got them taking here?
Diana Rossini,
Who in the world is that?
Never heard.
the sports writer that Mike Vrabel was in the pictures with.
I was about to
I think she's already on the team, big dog.
I'm pretty sure she's already at the facility. Yeah.
I was about to say,
I didn't really pick up what you were putting down
fucking
there at first. I
Cole.
apologize.
yeah.
I know. I was kind of expecting a little bit more of a reaction initially there, but that's okay.
I kind of forgot.
I'm going to go Caleb Lomu from Utah, offensive tackle here.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. This is a
Insane
little-
amount of tackles taken in our first round draft.
This is a pretty deep offensive lineman
shout out
draft,
to the
though, I will
O-line.
say. There's a lot of good offensive tackles and guards in this draft class. Yeah, number 32, I am unbelievably shocked that we forgot about him. But Jermad McCoy, cornerback from Tennessee, I don't believe he's been taken anywhere else. Yeah,
Well,
I can't believe he fell
here's
this
the
far.
thing. That's who I was. That's who I was gonna rip at 24th, but then you made the trade.
Well,
So
there you go. He
screwed
was
me,
going to be
Barlow.
picked, but he ended up falling to 32. The Seahawks need a lot of secondary help after basically their entire secondary left in free agency. This is way too early to go running back to try and replace Kenneth Walker, so I don't see him going there. So I got him going Jermad McCoy. So, the last 6 picks there of the draft at 26, the Buffalo Bills would take Caden McDonald, defensive tackle from Ohio State. At number 27, the San Francisco 49ers go Akeem Mesidor. At 28, the Texans go Chase Bisontis. At 29, the Chiefs go Blake Miller. At 30, the Dolphins go Colton Hood. At 31, the Patriots go Caleb Lomo. And then at 32, the Seattle Seahawks go Jermad McCoy. So that is going to do it for our all sports focus mock draft here ahead of the 2026 NFL draft. Obviously, our top 10, it's questionable in some sense. It's very questionable. This is,
I think a lot of it's
personally,
questionable, to be honest.
going to be one of them. Yeah, I think a good amount of our mock draft there is pretty questionable. Kind of threw my whole game plan off when Troy decided.
our co-hosts that aren't on
Yeah.
the show were not too happy with the quick recap that I texted them.
Yeah, they were not happy with Jeremiah Love falling to 10. Shout out Pap, the Notre Dame fan. But yeah, I think
probably
it
thought he
should be
should have
very
been
interesting.
number
This should be
one.
one of the more... He probably did. But this should be one of the more interesting drafts in a long time because nobody really knows what's going to happen after the number 1 overall pick. The Jets could go either edge rusher and people wouldn't be surprised. So it should be very interesting to see. I'm excited to watch it on Thursday, especially since my team now has 2 top 10 picks. I'm 100 times more excited. So yeah, I'm ready to watch. It's the best time of year. And you guys got any thoughts here before we wrap this episode up on the draft on Thursday?
It's going to be chaotic and crazy. I don't really know what's going to happen. I think we could either see a bunch of trades and a bunch of moves or nothing.
Straight up.
I don't know. It'll be cool to see, and it'll be a lot of fun to kind of track and stuff. And I know we're planning to kind of do a night 1 recap, watching night 2 for whoever of us can join to kind of talk about that and hopefully get a fairly rapid reaction to the craziness that happens night 1. And also go to the merch site.
Let's be honest, most golf clothing hasn't changed in decades. It's stiff, boxy, and built for clubhouse dress codes, but not for real life. That's why we created Focus Golf.
Focus Golf is a modern golf clothing line designed for performance, comfort, and style, on the course and everywhere else. Its lightweight, breathable fabrics, an athletic fit, clean and versatile designs that move with you, not against you. This is gear you can play 18 holes in, hit the range, and still wear straight to dinner without thinking twice.
There's no loud patterns, no outdated styles, just sharp golf apparel built for how the game is actually played today. So if you're done choosing between comfort and style, it's time to upgrade.
Check out Focus Golf at the All Sports Focus Network website and use code FG10 for 10% off your first order.
Focus Golf, built for golf, worn everywhere. Be on a lookout
And also
for
go to the
that.
merch site.
We'll be posting that. Yeah, we'll be posting that on our social media pages about the stream on either Friday night or maybe, depending on how things work out, maybe we'll stream later on night 1 on Thursday, but keep a lookout for that. Go check out the website, allsportsfocusnetwork.com. Check out the merch. The Focus Golf line with the Azalea collection is live. We got our blog posts up there, all that good stuff. Check out the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube, the website, everything, all that good stuff. We appreciate you guys as always. The Swish Theory boys will be back with a little playoff episode next week. But be on the lookout on the social media pages, and we appreciate you guys as always. And we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.